I don't remember the exact day it started. That's the first thing people get wrong about trauma. They expect timestamps. What I remember is the pattern. The way the air felt heavier in his kitchen. The smell of burnt coffee. The sound of my own voice shrinking because I learned, very quickly, that being quiet was safer than being believed. He was a neighbor, close enough that my parents trusted him, friendly enough that no one questioned why I was there. He helped with homework, fixed things around the house. Everyone liked him. That's always how these stories begin, and people still act surprised when they hear how they end. I told my mother once, not in a brave way, not with tears and a speech. I said it sideways, like a child does, hoping she would pick it up and carry it the rest of the way. She didn't. She frowned, corrected me, told me I must have misunderstood. When my father heard, he laughed. Not because it was funny, because it was inconvenient. Families don't protect children. They protect the version of reality they can live with. After that, I learned fast. I stopped talking. I stayed out of the house. My grades dropped, my temper got sharp, and suddenly I was the problem. When I finally fought back, when I broke a window, when I punched someone at school, they had a solution ready. They sent me away. They called it help. A relative, another town, new rules. What it really was, removal. I was the loose board in the floor. Easier to replace than repair. Nobody ever said the word abuse again. The neighbors stayed. The family dinners continued. I was the one who disappeared. Leaving saved me. Not immediately. Not cleanly. But distance does something important. It lets the noise die down so you can hear your own thoughts. I worked bad jobs. Slept in places that locked from the inside, if I was lucky. I learned which people to trust by how little they promised. Eventually, life stabilized. That's the word people like. Stabilized. I wasn't rich. I didn't win anything. I learned a trade, paid rent on time, ate regular meals. I built a life that didn't require anyone's approval to function. I didn't call home. They didn't call me. The silence felt mutual, which was a relief. Years passed. Enough that the past stopped tapping me on the shoulder every morning. Enough that I almost believed it was over. Then they found me. Not with apologies. Not with regret. With urgency. My father's voice was older, weaker, and still exactly the same where it counted. They were in trouble. Debt. Bad decisions. A lawsuit they claimed came out of nowhere. They talked fast, like if they didn't stop, I wouldn't have time to remember who they were. They didn't ask how I'd been. They didn't mention the neighbor. They talked about family like it was a shared investment I'd neglected to pay into. They needed help. Just temporary. Just a loan. Just until things turned around. I listened. That was my mistake. Part of me still wanted to believe there would be a sentence. Just one. That acknowledged what happened. Something like we were wrong, or we failed you. It never came. What came instead was pressure. Guilt dressed up as concern. Old roles dragged out like furniture from storage. I was difficult, selfish, ungrateful. Funny how quickly people remember your place when they need something from you. I said no. That's the whole dramatic moment, by the way. No shouting. No confrontation. Just a quiet refusal. They didn't argue long. They pivoted. Accused me of being cold. Of abandoning them. As if that hadn't been their idea first. After that, the calls stopped. Later, through people I barely remembered, I heard how it ended. Bankruptcy. The house sold. My parents downsized into something smaller and meaner. The neighbor died quietly. No reckoning. No justice. Just age and time doing what courts never did. Sometimes people ask if I feel closure. That's another lie we tell ourselves. That suffering needs a proper ending. It doesn't. It just needs to stop owning you. I didn't save my family. I didn't expose anyone. I didn't win. I survived. I built a life that works. I learned when to walk away and not look back. The world didn't pause for my pain. It never does. It moved on. So did I.